The root of all excellence.
Welcome to the Root of All Excellence.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for
Thank you.
listening. We're back.
We are back.
I know we'd be taking these little breaks.
Yeah.
We just out living, you know what I mean? Just out here doing life.
Just living life.
How's the break been for you? What's it been, a couple weeks?
Probably like a month.
Has it been a month?
Probably. We just haven't been doing nothing. So yeah, I've been working a whole lot.
Extra overtime?
Yeah, that type of stuff. Just trying to make sure I stay productive.
Yeah.
It's a lot of things we got looking forward to coming up, you know?
Yeah.
And so I want to make sure that kind of focus. We've been working out.
Yeah.
I got to get back into my workout routine this upcoming week.
Right.
So yeah, man, just a lot of things going on.
Back to it.
A lot of things we're trying to do. So yeah, how about you?
Pretty good. I mean, I went on a trip.
Right. How was the trip? Nashville, correct?
Nashville.
Yeah. How was the trip?
It was good. It was like, rough start again. I don't know what's going on with these airlines.
Airlines is tripping.
I'm just not impressed.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
I guess beyond not impressed. I guess I would say disappointed, actually.
Right. What do you think is going on as far as because it seems like after the pandemic, it just haven't been right.
At all. I think they don't have enough staff, maybe.
It's very possible.
Maybe it's a staffing issue.
Yeah.
Maybe it's, I don't know. Because if it's maintenance, maybe it's maintenance, they don't have enough maintenance staff.
Right.
Or if it's the crew, they don't have enough crew staff.
Right.
But they don't ever want to tell you what the real reason is or why they delayed. So my flight got delayed.
Right.
When I got there, it was 2 p.m. It was delayed till 7 p.m. It was supposed to be at 4, delayed till 7.
Right.
And then at probably about 5:55, 6 o'clock, delayed till the next day.
Right.
At like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Which that wouldn't have got me to where I needed to be for the event that I was going there for.
Right, you would have missed the event.
Yeah, I'm going to miss the event. I want to get there till 2 and the event started at 12.
Right. So it'd probably been over by the time you got there.
I don't think it would have been over, but
you would have missed the main part.
I would have missed most of the event. It would have just been like the end where everybody's just lingering kind of situation.
And you coming in,
hey, I'm here. All right, now I'll go back tomorrow, less than 24 hours.
Right.
Like, it just wouldn't have been worth it.
Yeah.
But it worked out. I was able to make it. I enjoyed myself. The event was beautiful. It was like a brunch shower situation. They did a great job with it. And then kind of just hung out with family and explored the city. Got a tour.
How was the city? Did anything kind of impress you?
I didn't really get into the city like I would want to. Because it was kind of like a before the flight kind of tour. We did do there's like a lot of antique places that they went to.
Right.
We did Jack Daniel's tasting.
Jack Daniel's, how was that?
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was all right. Got a couple bottles.
Yeah.
But it's just like a little, really just a taste. Not even a shot. Not even half a shot.
Right.
Just like a little sip with your whistle.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we walked around. There was like this old car area. Day went, so that was
Seems like he enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. Well, he was tired.
Oh, okay. I feel like you said you were kind of tired as well.
I was exhausted.
Oh, man.
It's like one of those things where, okay, so I'm at the airport at 2.
Right.
Until like 6, 7. And then got picked up. Decided, no, I still want to go. So let me get this late red-eye flight.
Right.
So there was no sleep Friday.
Wow.
At all. Like no night
Wow.
sleep, nothing. And then he wanted to stay up in the airport, but he was tired. So come time to sit down and relax on the airplane.
Right.
It took him a few minutes to get settled. But even then, like, he was not comfortable.
Right.
So it just wasn't a good night's sleep.
Right. Right.
Then we got there and it was like 9 a.m. So then we had to get to the hotel, get dressed, get ready, and then be on our way.
Right. So yeah, like no time to kind of make up for that. Yeah.
Not all. No.
So it sounded like your Nashville experience was like off the chain.
I wouldn't say off the chain, but it was good.
It was a good experience.
Yeah. I would go back to do a tour, or like go back to just hang out for a bit, do a little bit less or a little bit more.
Okay.
So yeah, I would go back. I would do more. I would probably we were talking about doing a trip to Nashville and Memphis.
Okay.
Doing like a combined.
Go to Beale Street.
Mm-hmm.
Kick it.
We had the hot chicken in Nashville. We were trying to get barbecue, but the barbecue spot was closed every time we tried to go. So
Okay.
we'll go to Memphis for barbecue.
Great. Right. I kind of wanted to talk about the new Supreme Court thing.
Oh yeah, a lot of them. That session this past.
Where did that come from? I felt like I didn't get noticed that was even being thought about.
No, remember last time we talked about it.
We talked about affirmative action.
A previous episode, yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know where I'm at there.
I don't know. Not paying attention to me.
Oh man. I don't know where I'm at.
Not paying no attention to me. But yeah, we talked about it on the previous episode when they did the Roe v. Wade. I think we touched base on what was coming up too.
Okay.
Because there were going to be some changes.
Okay.
And we were like, well.
Right. I just feel like, maybe I feel like this because the whole like Roe v. Wade thing was leaked. So we kind of had like, we kind of knew about that this was being thought about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with this, I felt like it came out of nowhere. Like, wait a minute. You know what I mean?
It was coming up. So we were talking about how this was like unreal that they're going back and changing the basic right for women. And what other rights are they going to be taking away? And so that's why.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Okay.
They made some decisions.
Yeah. How do you think like this will affect, minority people within the country?
I think it depends. I think it could be a bad thing, or we could just not check the box.
Yeah. Oh, just not answer that on the application.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take it off the applications if it's not anything that needs to be evaluated on the application.
Right.
That's what I think. I think you just don't acknowledge or put on there your race.
Okay.
And so that way it keeps it neutral, maybe.
Right.
Depending on who's all doing it. Or you could check white. Rachel,
those all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She checked black.
Okay.
That's how she identify. So
transracial now is going to be a thing.
Check white. It is.
It's going to be a thing. So now people will be checking white.
Check white.
Okay.
If it's a concern.
Right. Do you think that this will change things within like the workplace?
I don't know if this does, but I feel like it already has.
Right.
Like, I feel like in the workplace, there's like, I don't know, there's a Supreme Court situation, right?
Right.
But then there's also like these other changes that are happening to where it's like, there's no more diversity training. We're getting rid of equality
Right. Okay.
department and stuff like that.
Like I seen a lot of people that was like executive of the diversity within the company. It's just like, hey, we don't need y'all no more.
Right. So I think it's that part where they're kind of getting rid of like the diversity situation.
Right.
I think people in power, people that have power, got a little overwhelmed with the diversity conversation.
Yeah.
And shut it down. I feel like it's being shut down like before our eyes.
Right. This is like exciting but scary to me.
Is it exciting?
It's exciting, scary, right?
Why?
I don't know. But a lot of things I think we kind of seeing like a lot of things is finna be like different.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I know you mentioned that when it comes to, it was another kind of thing that was just overturned, or maybe a new law put in place that affects like transgenders and stuff.
Oh no. So okay, let me go over what was done by the Supreme Court. Like there were like 3 heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there was the affirmative action.
Okay.
The student loans.
Student loans.
And then gay rights.
Gay rights.
Yeah. So they ruled getting rid of affirmative action in education.
Right.
Specifically.
Right.
I think that may then translate to other things, obviously. Because why education and not other areas
right,
specifically?
So you think it transfer into like employment and things like that?
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
Schools, whatever it may be.
Right.
Schools, employment. I don't know what else they consider it for, but whatever they consider it for.
Right.
Student loans. So they deem that the student loan forgiveness situation is unconstitutional.
Right. Okay.
So they can't do that.
So they can't forgive student loans.
Yeah, they don't have the power to forgive it at the mass level that they were trying to.
Right. It'd be like a lot of money.
It would be a lot of money, but we have a lot of money.
No, I understand that, but like, you know, they're not going to spend trillions of dollars or $1 trillion.
I think it's more like billions.
Is it billions?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. They'll send it to Ukraine before.
Yeah, which they did. Just randomly.
Right.
Yeah, so they sent that, and then the website, gay rights, free speech, religion. So they ruled that. So a web designer said it was their First Amendment right to refuse to create websites or sites for same-sex weddings.
Okay.
Because it's against their religion.
Religion, yeah.
Yeah, and so they agreed.
They ruled in their favor.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, because that's really like kind of slippery slope, because you do have, you know, freedom of religion.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
right.
I mean, it just kind of, you can't really make someone of that stature. It goes against freedom of religion.
Right. And so they deemed that they ruled in the favor of the web designer.
Okay. What does that look like now in the future?
I don't know. It kind of opens things up to be like, it's against my religious belief.
That's what I'm saying.
For everything.
For everything.
Right.
Right.
I mean, we know we create religions.
Definitely. So now I could be Muslim on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Hindu on Tuesday. Right?
Right.
Christian on Wednesday, and Buddhist on Thursday and Friday. And throughout the weekend, we turn up.
But you could also just believe in a different religion and make it up anyway.
Right. But do you think that'll stick?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just be making up religion.
Yeah. You make up a religion.
But what I'm saying is, in the court level,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Will it stick?
Write a book.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I know there's been a few created, and write a book.
Okay. I see what you mean. I'm just not sure that in the court people would even like go for that. You know what I'm saying?
They might. I mean, where do you draw the line?
Right, I understand that. Like, I mean, there's no you can pretty much just say I'm a whatever, and this is against my religion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I mean, I get it. I don't want to believe that you could do that.
Why?
Because
it's not fair, or it's not real, or what?
No. Because we understand what the main religions are within America, right? We understand most people subscribe to one of the main religions in America. We understand like sub-religions, you know what I mean, that is across the world. We kind of understand it, right?
Kind of.
So if you come out the blue and make up some stuff, I don't know if something like that would stick rather than it look like you making it up. You know what I mean? You might have a book and everything.
I guess it depends on when you establish this.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
When was your religion established? 3 months ago?
Right.
No, you can't. You know what I'm saying?
But if it's established before there's an issue, right?
Right.
So say you create a cult, and the cult has these beliefs. You can turn it into religious belief. Right?
No, definitely. I think, yeah, I mean, yeah.
In the name of worship.
Right. So, definitely is one of those things. What's up, Day?
Yeah, it really just depends on how you want to play it and what they'll accept.
Right. So
yeah, those were the three big ones that I think are going to have an impact going forward.
Okay.
I don't know, like what kind of impact.
Right.
I just see us going like left.
Yeah, backwards a little bit.
We're just going in the wrong direction. I don't know what's going on.
Me neither, but that's why I'm like a little scared.
Yeah.
But a little excited because obviously I've never lived in those times, and obviously we're not living in those times now.
Right.
So I want to know. I kind of am curious about like how would that look for these times.
Right.
You know what I mean? So a little excited, a little scared, you know. You want to say hello, Dave? So yeah, man. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It's a little concerning for me.
Yeah.
I don't. So granted, in the hope of things, you would hope that it's not necessary, right?
Right.
So it's not necessary for the federal government to make these things happen, right?
Right.
Just be a good person and that's that.
Right.
Make good decisions, be a good person, and we can move forward without having to have the federal government decide.
Right.
You have to do this.
No, but I understand that. But the crazy part about it is, I feel like you have to have the government tell you because that's the type of people we are in America.
Right.
Right. So like as soon as like you see how the diversity changes already.
Right.
Right. So that means that like you didn't care about them in the first place. You just kind of had to do it.
Right.
Unless people have to do things, they're gonna be like kind of like, you know, crazy about them.
Yeah, and I mean, people throw around like, I have a right for this, I have a right for that. So
Right.
it is low-key necessary. But I would hope in these instances with these things that it's not.
Right. I hope. And also this seems like other things will change. Like they're working on a lot of different things, and
Right.
next thing you know, schools are segregated again, baby.
I mean, there's a social economic segregation happening already, right?
Right.
We already know that, where money gets you a better education.
Definitely.
I guess it just opens up for racial segregation again.
Right. And
which is all like kind of intertwined, I guess, if you think about it.
Right. So I mean, you know, a very interesting kind of demonstration, you feel me?
Mm-hmm. Also, the gifts that Clarence wasn't Clarence not even letting people know about.
Yo, he out here just balling on trips, all kind of stuff. So so I heard like somebody built his mama a house.
Man, listen. And this is where I think the issue comes in for me.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in this seat until you die, right?
Yeah.
You're in this seat and you're supposed to have this moral, ethical standard.
Yeah, but you know that's not the way it goes.
I know, but you shouldn't be in this seat for the rest of your life. I don't think anybody needs to be in this seat for the rest of their life because we know power corrupts.
Right, and you're gonna do things like this because you feel untouchable.
Right. So you have, you're supposed to report gifts over $415.
Right. A house being built is like excessive.
And I'm not reporting this.
Right.
Vacations and trips.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, $415 is not trip worthy, right?
Right.
You're not driving down the street and getting an Airbnb for $400.
Right.
So that's not being reported.
Right.
And who is this person that's paying for this and what do they want?
Right, but I think, see, this is the thing that I wish like more people kind of understood. So politics come with power, right?
Yeah.
Politics come with power.
A lot of power.
And money. And I think that, I know this is going to sound crazy, but nobody could, commit crimes like politicians commit. As far as like money laundering and things like that.
Right.
So I think that, and this is going to sound crazy, if we're going to commit crimes, meaning like the average people.
Okay. Regular person.
We have to get into the positions that they are in because they're not going to jail for these federal crimes they're committing.
Right.
Right?
Right.
We understand that a lot of corruption take place within politics. A lot of bribing take place within politics. Mm-hmm. It's about money. So we have to better position ourselves to get to the money and also get to a position where you can get money without going to jail, even if a law is broken. Because ultimately, these are the people who create and manage laws.
Right.
So
they're the ones that are saying what is a law and what is not a law.
Right.
So I don't know how the average person then gets in that position.
I just think that we have to learn about politics. I think politics is a game that most people don't know exactly what goes into it.
Right.
So, like, Clarence not going to jail.
No.
Not even close.
He probably not even going to lose his seat. I don't even know if anything is going to happen.
Nothing. So, I mean, I don't know. I just think that we have to better position ourselves to get some money and not be subject to going to jail for all these years. Because any other person do what Clarence did, it's over with.
Right, depending on how much money you got.
Right. And we understand, I mean, just based on the reports, whoever was giving them all of these things was a billionaire. This money it's no money to him.
It's nothing.
Right. So, and I'm pretty sure things are going to get done. One hand washes the other.
Yeah.
Quid pro quo.
And that's what it's about.
Right. And I think that's the part of the game in which, like, we have to understand that it's being played right under our nose.
Right.
While we thinking that all of these other things is a factor into politics, it's not.
Right. But I would hope that because they are top judges of the country, right?
Right.
The top judges of the country.
Right.
You got some type of ethics. You got some type of, you know what I mean?
No.
Some type of morals. Type of integrity.
These are regular people. And no matter how, like, you know, much power you have, depending on the culture, I mean, I think that, you know, taking money and taking trips and gifts like this is a part of the culture.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that, especially in Washington.
Right, so.
But, I don't know, I just had better hopes for them.
Why?
You know, you just do.
So imagine this, though, right? And this is where my mind went when I first heard it. So you have a corrupt judge at the Supreme level, right? How many of them is corrupt regular?
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah, like, I mean.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you got hopes for somebody at the top,
right,
Supreme level.
Right.
And if that ain't even good, it's all rotten.
Right. And I know that you kind of mentioned that, you know, the criminal justice system is based on money, right? Even our education system is based on money, right?
Money. It's all about money.
When I watch certain things take place, as far as, like, you know, I remember there was a guy that went to Stanford that was convicted. Well, he was accused of rape, right? And he was found guilty. They didn't give this guy jail time because the judge said, I don't want to ruin his life. But in reality, come on, he's rich.
Right.
Right. So we understand how money plays a part in all of this.
Right.
Right.
Got a donation.
Money plays a part in all of this. If you have money, you can control anybody in authority.
Right.
So we got to figure out how to get to the money.
Maybe.
Yeah, get to the money.
Maybe. That's where it's at, I guess.
Yeah.
So is it just a situation where, like, if you want to play, you have to play their game kind of thing? So you got to figure out how to get money?
No, I think...
Because we're not billionaires over here.
No, of course not. But I think that you can work your way into what the money is. Right? Like, if you look at most of these politicians, they don't get paid a lot of money versus how much their net worth is. Right?
Right.
So they found a way to work into what the money is, right?
Right.
We got to do the same thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, we got to do the same thing. Get next to these billionaires, right?
Rub some elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they start building your mama houses.
Build your mama a house, you know what I'm saying? And that's like a dream of, like, most people.
Build your mama a house?
Yeah, get your mama a crib.
I guess.
Yeah, so retire your mama, all of that.
Yeah.
Get next to these people
guess.
with money. Because a lot of times, money don't necessarily mean power, depending on who you are. Right? You could use the money as a tool to make things work,
right,
which is a source of power.
Right.
But you ain't no Supreme Court judge.
Right. No.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're not the president. You're not,
right,
you know what I mean? So
right,
you could use your money as a tool in order to influence people with real power.
Right.
So, I mean, that's how you gotta do it.
I guess so. You heard this quote, like, money don't buy happiness, but it
Right.
does buy you better education, better health care,
Right.
better way of living.
Better way of living, right? And I would argue that a better way of living is happiness.
I mean, it depends.
You'll be happier.
well, then if you didn't have money in your same situation.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think there's something to it.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you guys think? Let us know. ROAE_podcast on Instagram and Twitter.
Mental health is real and self-care is important. We are out.
Bye.